oh, she's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous woman right there.
Inside and out, one of the most
Yes.
amazing human beings we've ever met. And we want to introduce you personally to Elite Pro 8 Kai Hayes, an incredible visionary, incredible entrepreneur, and somebody who just has never, ever, ever let any problems or challenges or any obstacles in the world ever not only stop her, but not even slow her down. She just has the will, like we very rarely
She's
ever
like a wrecking
see.
ball.
She is a
She goes right
human
through.
wrecking ball. Exactly. And she has just an amazing heart, and she's one of the most also transparent and vulnerable people. So I can't tell you what to expect other than get ready, because we are going to introduce you to an amazing friend, entrepreneur, and incredible world visionary leader, Elite Pro 8 Kai Hayes. Would you please join us?
Yes, yay.
Hey, hey, hey. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Wow. I'm so ever thrilled to be joining you tonight, Marcy, Doc D. What an honor to be your special guest tonight. And you know I'll do anything for you guys in a heartbeat, right? So I'm really honored and excited to join you and your team training tonight. And thank you once again for asking me to train your guys. So
you're
Absolutely.
so welcome.
You're amazing.
Yes, we are so excited because you have had quite the journey in your life, and we're really looking forward to you sharing your amazing story, the things that you've had to conquer. I mean, like literally conquer. And when I said human wrecking ball, you are the most delicate and petite and feminine human wrecking ball that I've ever met in my life. But we're so excited for you to share, about being a lion at heart. And the reason why we use that term, obviously, is because of your new book that you've got coming out, and we're so excited for that coming. But you lived everything that's in that book, and it has helped you become the woman, the wife, the mother, and the amazing leader that you are. So will you please share your story and what it really means, lion at heart?
Absolutely. I would be honored to. So thank you very much, Doc D and Marcy. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome and good evening. But before I begin, I just wanted to let everyone know that this lovely couple are so valuable in my life. They played a vital part in my success as my mentors and inspirations in my Life Vantage business and in my life. So that's the reason why Greg and I are so blessed to have them in our lives. So thank you guys. Okay, back to my story. Please have a pen and paper handy, you guys, because I want you to write down a few words that would be very, very important in your life as well as in your business as we go through this training, okay? So I am originally from the Philippines, youngest of the 4 siblings. I lived the life of poverty. At age 25, I was summoned to take responsibility for my 2 parents and 2 grandparents when my 3 other siblings took off and got married. At age 33, I became a single mom after being married for 3 years. But blessed with my one and only son, Nico, I was able to have him become my inspiration to break the chain of poverty in my family, because I was looking into an uncertain future during that time, and I took him in my arms, and with tears flowing down my cheeks, I whispered to him. I said, I promise you, son, that I will do my best to make sure you won't have to grow up with hardships and poverty that I did. And then he became my biggest inspiration to break that chain of poverty in my family. And by the grace of God, I did. So I became a successful corporate executive, and through hard work and perseverance. I want you to write those words down: hard work and perseverance. It doesn't matter whether it makes sense, but I want you to write down hard work and perseverance, okay? And I was blessed to own my own Asian telecommunications company, which gave me a great lifestyle. It was 1998, life was good, recession came, I was invincible. But things changed when I decided to marry again, and migrated with my son in the US in 2003. I married Greg and sold my company. And guess what? I left my whole entire life in Manila. Obviously, the income also stopped, right? But I was wise enough to invest funds for my son's college, you know what I mean? And then continue to help my family in the Philippines, and along with my Bridge of Hope ministry, helping orphans and the impoverished children. So, but being a stay-home mom for 5 years here in the US, I got bored and I became a business banker. But was I happy? Absolutely not. I was unhappy not getting paid my worth, because modesty aside, my productivity was equivalent to 3 bankers, and I was not paid as a three bankers, right? So then I made a decision not to stay in the cubicle scheme and work until I'm 65, right? You get that? So I just wanted to run my own show, my own company like I did before. So I continued to search, and kept an open mind. Obviously, you've got to have an open mind, right? So one afternoon, by the grace of God, I found this ABC investigative report. It was in front of me, introduced to me by a friend of mine, and I was really impressed, but I was a little bit ticked off because I found out that it's network marketing model. And I've never done that before, but I've heard so many bad things about it. But then I realized later on that it is actually wise to learn the facts before making the decision. So Greg and I obviously gathered the facts. And as a business-minded person as well, I found no risk at all. And the investment or startup is reasonable than that anyone can afford it. So on a business standpoint, you guys, never take breakthrough technology for granted. And why is that? It could be expensive to miss it. It could mean losing $1 million if you miss this. So because this invitation is so rare, okay? So write it down, breakthrough technology, and write down losing $1 million, okay? Write those words down. So Greg and I made an important decision to be a part of this wonderful miracle process. And then braving the unknown, we committed 100%. Write that word, committed 100%, which means we set aside excuses. Write that down, set aside excuses. Okay, we'll find out later why I'm asking you to write those down. Right now, it doesn't make sense, right? So to find out to find out whether this is for real. But guess what? After 11 months, I decided to do this full time. Quit my job while Greg continues to work full time. It's a team's effort, With zero knowledge in network marketing, I learned the skills. But just before we rank advanced to the elite rank, guess what happened? Greg got afflicted with stage 3 brain cancer. And obviously, it put a halt in our business. He was also laid off from work after 6 months while he was still fighting for his life. We lost our insurance as well. But guess what? Thank God, we opted to dig the well before getting thirsty. LifeVantage kept us afloat, and it allowed me to stay by his side. Can you imagine if I was still working with Wells Fargo Bank? Do you think that I would be allowed not to go to work and still getting paid 6 months while being with Greg on his side? I don't think so, right? So, but thank God, when he lost his insurance, God gave us a miracle. He was also declared cancer-free. Then I came back to work. Guys, on the 4th year, we achieved the elite rank. And after another 4 years, we accelerated to Pro 8. And on the 9th year, Greg quit his corporate job of 37 years, obviously because he went back to work after he got well, right? But what if he didn't get well? That's the saddest story, right? So we were not even going to go there. But look at this. He was able to quit his corporate job for 37 years, for the last 37 years, last November 2019. And also, we moved into our dream home in October of last year. And our friends and families were watching us. A few joined us, but many still believe that it's a pyramid. They don't have a clue, you guys, that they've been working in a real pyramid scheme for a long, long time, working in the corporate world, building someone else's dream. But it's okay. We're not going to go there, right? It's not for them. So my advice to you is take the time to educate yourself. Write that word down, educate yourself, and then master your skills. Take the time to educate yourself and master that skills. Master your skills. Take that down. Never miss events. Okay, never miss events, and be hungry for trainings. Write that down as well. But if you're okay and content trading time for money, then stay where you are. Okay, we're not going to twist your arms. But if you are curious to what is leverage income and how to create it, write the leverage income word down. Then learn it from the experts. not the people who makes excuses, right? And then master the 6 key components by heart. When you do, you will confirm that this LifeVantage business is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Write that down, once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay? Now that you have this gift, write the word gift down. Now that you have this gift in your hands, allow me to teach you how important it is to become a lion at heart in terms of growing your successful LifeVantage business. Okay? I wrote this book, by the way. I wrote this book because I believe that the book is a tool for us to use for our greatness, you know. And I wrote this book as a personal and a spiritual growth and leadership book. It's called Discovering Courage and Greatness Within. So tonight I will teach you how to become a warrior in life. So I got these 11 words of wisdom for you to learn tonight. Okay, ready? Number 1, write this down. Walk through darkness. Whether you like it or not, you are going to pass through pains in life or in your LifeVantage business. Guys, nothing good in life is easy. It's going to be lonely and tough in the very beginning. You will be tempted to quit. 6 to 12 months have passed and some people are still stuck at Pro 3 or Pro 4 runs, right? So you are going to be tempted to quit. But there's only one answer to that. These people were not consistent. That's the reason why they quit. Their business is not booming and they got stuck because they are not consistent, okay? They sign up one person, woohoo! You know, they're so excited. And then when that person disappears, boom, they will unplug. And then one day again, another, you know, distributor signs up somebody, you're excited again. And then all of a sudden they didn't go to work, boom, you're unplugging again. So you're just doing this as a hobby, you know. You can't be like a bubble. You know, you pop, you appear and then you pop, you appear and then you pop. In short, if you're lazy, you will be tempted to quit. Number 2, there is no victories without sacrifices. Write that down, no victories without sacrifices. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to give up the things that you love and is important to you on a temporary basis? Just on a temporary basis. Because in this business, I learned that you must be ready to get rid of the obstacles in front of you to focus on your network marketing journey. For example, is the events and training important? Yes. Write that down, events and trainings. It is non-negotiable, you guys. Did you ever think that I would be here right now if I made excuses not to go to events? The answer is no, N-O. I would not have been here. I would have been a casualty, and that is a fact, okay? So 3rd, you must first state your mission. So we're gonna talk about mission and vision. That's the 3rd part, okay? State your mission. What do you want to have in life? What do you want to make a change in your life? All right? And then let's talk about your vision. Write down your vision. How are you going to get there? Establish a plan. Guys, this is your why. How big is your why in order for you to get to where you're going? You know, you have got to find a good, solid reason. So write down mission, write down vision, write down the why, the word why. And you have got to find a solid reason, good reason to fight for something. It is my why, you guys. I have got a big why. My why was non-negotiable. The same way as I was fighting to break that chain of poverty in my family before, I had only one choice then, and that is to break through, to give my family a good lifestyle. And I made that decision. Write the word decision. I made a decision to change our lives. And so I did. 4th, in everything that you do, pursue greatness. Write the word pursue greatness. Isn't that what God wants us to do? To be great? But how? The only way to achieve greatness is to serve others. Write the word serve. Serve others. This is a good reason why I fell in love with LifeVantage, you guys, because our business platform is a perfect way to serve the many in terms of health and wealth. So challenge yourself to rank advance each month. Challenge yourself to qualify for promotions. Do the work. Apply the system into action. Write the word action. Apply the system into action. Win or lose, rank advancement or not, it doesn't matter. It is the pursuit that makes a difference. Pursuit makes a difference. Write that down. And then five words of wisdom: to have and to hold. To have and to hold. That's right. Write it down. Everyone needs people around us. People who raise our standards and not lower them. People who can add value into your life. People who helps you to become the better version of yourselves. Reach out to them. Write that down. Reach out to people. A leader who could mentor, a leader who could guide you to success, or an accountability partner who is 100% committed. Write that down. Mentor, accountability partner, and committed 100%. To have and to hold. Make it fun. Have fun. Write that down. Have fun. Okay? Now, the sixth is correcting the errors of the past. Guys, nobody's perfect. Make a change. Be willing to change. Be coachable. Don't be hard on yourself. Just make a change. Every one of us leaders vomited. We admit that. Oh my goodness. But we were able to be coachable. We all made mistakes. But the only difference between the quitters and the achievers is that the quitters are not willing to change. That's why they quit. They're not coachable. You know, they keep on doing the same things over and over. And then when they get frustrated, they're going to quit and blame others, right? We're not like that. We're leaders. That's why they fail. You don't want to fail. But you don't want to do this alone. Okay? Because if you did, change it. Nothing is going to work until you change for the better, you guys. Same thing in your life. You know, you've got to make a decision to do the necessary changes in your life, right? Okay, so let's move on. Number 7, ambition is the fuel to success. Write it down. Ambition is the fuel to success. Now, you got to push hard. You've got to press that accelerator full on. Be willing to break through barriers. Okay, write that down. Break through barriers. Be willing to break through barriers and obstacles in front of you. Add the obstacles. We all must have this ambitions, you know, really, you know, without ambition, we're not going to be successful because there's no ambition, right? Because this is one thing that's going to fuel our journey, you guys. Just like in our lives, there's storms, you know, will come into our lives. Winter comes into our lives too. And sometimes it could be a long winter. But be steadfast, okay? Write that down word. Be steadfast. God will not put you through some things you cannot handle. I guarantee you that. This is a sense of purification, you know, like a diamond in a rough. Ambition will allow us to keep us going. Because when you're ready, when you become a diamond, you're ready, you're beautiful. You've got everything what it takes to be successful. And then number 8, surviving versus thriving. Which one would you like? Make a choice. Surviving versus thriving. Write that down. Find the courage to thrive. Choose to thrive. But it's hard? Yes, it's hard. I don't care. Give it your best. Okay? Write that down. Give it your best. Because if you wish to thrive, all bets in. You must give it all. I chose to thrive. That's why I broke the chains of poverty in my family. Darn, it was hard. Yes, the process was painful. Write the painful word down. It's going to hurt you guys, but I can't allow myself to get derailed. I was dead focused on my goal. Don't settle for less. Write it down. Don't settle for less. Thrive. Because when you thrive, it's such a great feeling, I tell you right now. Because you can also help inspire a lot of people who are barely surviving because you have initiated. You proved your success. You are showcasing your best example. How cool is that? You are leading the way, paving the road for those people who are just barely surviving, people who are in pain. But for me, you know, same thing. I want to change my life. I love accelerating in life every year, every year. I got to be a different person every year, a better person. But only me can do that. No one else can change you guys. The same thing as no one else will be able to pay your bills, right? No one would pay your bills. You tell me if someone would pay your bills, I'll join you. You know, I'll ask him, can you pay my bills as well? No one. So we are responsible for ourselves. Number 9, a life neutralized by prayer. Write this down. This is very, very important. Always be grateful to God and to the people who contributed in your success. Balance your life with prayers. Deny arrogance. Write that down. Deny arrogance and acknowledge God above all. He will definitely direct your life to success. He will arrange your life in a way you can never imagine. Okay? Because blessings will come outpouring to you. 10, share your gifts with others. Write this down. Share your gifts with others, for it is in giving that we receive. Own your business. Be proud of being a network marketer. Open your mouth. Write that down. Open your mouth. If our mouth is closed, our store is closed. Share your gifts with others. We have a wonderful gift. This will be the business of the 21st century, you guys. We are pioneers. Write it down. Write that word, pioneers. By the time the masses learn this, we are already masters. You know, we master the game. We are going to be sipping our margaritas in the Bahamas while others are just still running and panting, growing their business and afraid of missing out. We've done the job. But I hope it's not too late for them. But you know what? There will be, you know, traditional jobs, no more. At least it will be really rare, because these robotics, nanotechnologies, and other disruptive technologies are taking place. So why not adapt yourself right now, to it right now? Now is the time to adapt yourself before it's too late. And the last piece of advice, the words of wisdom, is number 11. The most important thing, you are the author of your own life. You drive your own will. Discover your own greatness, because nobody's going to drive your life. It's you. You make the choices. You make the decisions. Write that down. Be careful when you do, because we create our own story. You know, you've got to make your story a life-changing one, a good one, something that could leave a positive mark on earth, because you are special. Write that down. You are a child of God. Don't be afraid to do great things in life. We all know many people are faced with adversities, you guys. Write that down, adversities. Many are wounded and are patching holes in our lives. Now that we have found a way to serve others, come on, let's inspire people who are invisible. I've said this last Saturday. Invisible are the poor people, the old, the sick, the orphans, the underdog. I was once before. I want to be the voice for the voiceless. Wouldn't you guys? It's a noble thing to do. So, last piece of advice. I hope I'm not going to over time. For those who are here today, my final message for you to take away is that don't settle for less. Write that down. Don't be just a spectator. Dare to walk the stage, make a change, be the change, unleash the lion in you, become a warrior in life, because it takes one to create a momentum, and let it begin with you. So on those words that you wrote down, I ask you to write down, ponder on those words, meditate, connect the dots, take it to heart, make a decision what to do with those words. I'm not going to tell you what to do with those words. You are adults. You do what you do with those words. Pray and get to work. Now back to you, Marcy and Doc.
Oh.
How do you follow
You're
that?
amazing. You are
Wow.
so amazing.
Wow.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We knew that you would bring the fire, that you would bring your heart and your wisdom, because you know that wisdom only comes through walking through difficult times and pushing through, being that lion, right? And being the wrecking ball, pushing through. I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for you and for this wisdom that you shared. Amazing.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you. And it's the 11 chapters of my book, you guys. It's coming out on June 30. On June 30. I'm plugging my book, so sorry. June 30, and you are all going to be invited in my book launch party. That's going to be at 9 Central Time, June 30th. It's going to be out in Amazon. So yeah.
So excited for you. And and I don't mind you plugging it at all, because it is truly a servant book. It is the information that so many people need in their lives now to be able to do the service that the world needs. So I don't mind it.
No, not at all. And we will plug it with you. And Kai, I just have to tell you on a personal level, watching your growth
Oh my goodness, right?
over the last 8 or 9 years that we've had the blessing to work together has been tremendous. It's been inspiring, but I've seen you at your lowest lows. I remember shortly after the diagnosis came from Greg, where you both were, and how we prayed over the phone through that. And we just kept in touch at various stages of Greg's care. And then I remember getting the call that the diagnosis came back, or the prognosis came back. He was cancer-free. I remember very vividly all of those things.
Yeah.
But I remember one of my key and greatest memories of my journey in LifeVantage was being backstage with you right before you took the stage.
Yes.
And
Yes.
praying with you.
Tell them.
I think she was about ready to pee her pants.
Yeah, you were just you.
Even more than that, to fall flat on my head.
Yeah.
Well, it speaks to what you just closed with, is don't settle for less.
No.
You rose to the occasion. You felt ill-equipped and underprepared, but what you had within you was already there. You just needed to give yourself permission to release it on everyone else. And I just remember that uncertainty, but I also remember that right by the steps backstage where you walk out, we just sat and we held hands and we prayed.
Yes.
And when we concluded, I watched a peace and a certainty and a lion's heart come over you. And you walked out, we walked around, took our seats, and you just absolutely crushed it, like you just did tonight.
Yes.
And I love your transparency. I love your vulnerability. I love your willingness to describe your entire journey, the good, bad, and the ugly, because where you are now is in such a place of inspiration and motivation, and extending your hand to invite others to come experience what you are now experiencing. And now you are giving back. And thank you, Kai. You are
Absolutely.
a tremendous visionary, an amazing leader. And I love that you always, always, always give credit where credit is due to our God above.
Yes.
And that's where you get your inspiration. You are always a warrior, and you always do nothing but bring your best. So thank you for thank you for allowing us to be on this journey with you and being the amazing human being that you are. Please thank Greg for giving you this time.
Yes.
Tell him we
Thank
love
you,
him.
Greg.
And Greg, you're amazing
love
as well.
you.
Thank you, Kai. You just blessed our team more than you could
Thank
ever know.
you. Thank you guys for all those prayers for Greg's, during his battle with cancer. That was amazing. We were exchanging, prayers, and I was updating you guys, and it was a miracle. We won, we had victory. And then I was petrified at the backstage. I remember that very, very much. And then we were like, you were praying over to me, because I was ready to really hyperventilate, and I didn't want to go to the stage anymore.
And yet you did.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing too. And I want everybody that's on here right now, or that will see this training that you just did, is to know that the things that she just taught you are not things that she just thinks will work. These are things, and these are actually parts of her life that she's walked through, where she learned these lessons. She's teaching you from her experiences. And that's what we're talking about with wisdom, is that,
Yes.
this is true value to your life if you will seriously take it for what it is. And it is her reaching her hand out, wanting to grab yours and walk this journey with you. And that's the way we feel for every single one of you. Kai, we are so blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for being here
Likewise.
with us.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Love
Yeah.
you guys.
Love
Bye-bye.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
God bless.